What's up, guys? It's your boy Sasuke, and today
I can't.
Hey guys, this is me, Sasuke123.
Sasuke 1 2 3. It's Mr. B6. What's up, guys? It's your boy Sasuke, and today we're here with the usual Lancelon and Kay.
What's up?
And today we're gonna talk about some ideas that somehow will relate to the next episode that will be hosted by Kay himself.
Yes, sir.
So the main idea is not exactly something I can write down as a topic on sheet of paper, but it's somehow related to strangers on the internet.
Oh.
So usually when we go to the internet, we meet strangers. Strangers that can be bad, strangers that can scam you, strangers did this, strangers that, and the usual saying, stranger danger. But usually, somehow starting in like the 21st century, strangers on the internet really somehow saved people's lives and somehow relieve anxiety, relieve depression, in some way open people's minds. So are we really gonna continue with that stranger danger mindset? Ways, should we change that mindset? Is that supposed to be changed? So that's the topic today. I want your ideas. I have some ideas. So first, Lance, do you think stranger danger is actually something that really is relevant today?
I don't quite think of it as stranger days like relevant. Like for me right now, I don't think that there's something that I could call like stranger danger. Like what I am right now, I could like get a hang of myself and everything. So like I don't think that it is quite relevant for me, at least.
Okay.
This world we live, there are a lot of evil people. Let's say evil, and not the stranger danger thing. For me, I think it works because most of the time, teenagers like us, we spend most of our time using technologies, and
Right.
that is the main platform we meet strangers on.
Yeah.
So we might get tempted into a lot of stuff talking to a stranger, and we might get deceived at that time. So stranger danger.
Okay, so now let's just create an idea. So basically, social media right now is like in fact, the biggest thing. It's 2022. Social media has basically taken over. But now let's go back to the days of MySpace, 2007. On that time, there was a research done, and it's the idea basically. It says teens use social media to go create and maintain friendship, and usually these friendships. In 2007, these friendships were with people they know, people they met before, or family members or school friends. And researchers show that 91% of the people use with people they know, and 82% of it use it with people they rarely see. People they rarely see can be, like far relatives or, long distance relationships, all of that. And then people that use social media to meet new friends are 49% in general, including older people and other stuff. But when you increase it to teens, it's 27%. Decrease it to teens, it's 27%. And it's mostly boys. Boys really use social media to meet new friends. Another point we can mention is teens from lower or middle class families, wage-wise, are more likely to use social media to meet new friends. So this can go back to the point that social media is somehow used to relieve anxiety, what I mentioned earlier. Because if you think about it, higher class people, although there are problems, most of their problems are dealt with. They have money, their parents have money, their problems are dealt with. But lower class people, they have problems. They go through things, they need someone to talk about it, and the people around them are basically themselves. They cannot really share it and feel like someone new has heard it and someone new will give them a solution. So that's why they go to social media, to get new information, to relieve their stress, to act like someone is actually hearing me, someone actually wants to know what I'm going through, And what do you think? Do you think social media is relieving people's stress, or the basic idea that social media exists somehow will create a social class will it divide social class socially? Three people, three different groups, but it's because based on this research, lower class people mostly use social media, not not higher class people. So if this research were to be true right now, higher class people wouldn't exactly use social media to connect with people. They would just use it to show their money.
Yeah.
And people who actually communicate in social media are meant to be depressed or socially unstable, mentally unstable. So what do you think about that?
Well, my man did his research, that's for sure. When you talk about strangers on the internet, you guys could take it onto the level of where you are right now, of where we are right now. Because I remember when I first used Telegram and stuff to talk to people who I didn't know, I just was curious about what other people had to say about certain topics that I was enjoying growing up. I had this phase, some of my friends at the back even could know, I had a big Christian hip-hop phase. It's everything is Christian rap, everything this, oh, the Craze said this, or Andy Mineo released this song. Bro, any song, I would know it, that's for sure. And there was times where it's just nobody would get you and stuff at school. This is not a deep thing, it's just nobody would understand you. Everybody's oh, it's just cringe, it's just people trying to imitate the secular world or everything. But I just liked it, and looking to people that could relieve you from the stress of there is no person that is like you is really helpful. And I think that is also one of the advantages of meeting new people on the internet. It's you meet people with the same passions as you, but the problem arises when they're people who act like they're people who understand you or just fake it in their heart.
It's like Lance said, we use social media to find people like us, and also to find people that can help us go through the things we're going through. We can learn a lot from people on social media, and us, we know the difference between is it scam or not, so we can be aware of the situation that is going to happen.
Yeah.
Because you will not say yes if a stranger texts you, will come to my house, let's do this, let's do that. It's a scam, because we have been aware about it using social media. Right. So most of the impact is positive when it comes to social media, being possible.
It's goes back to your use, I guess. If any of the listeners know, I do music and stuff, and I've never been into a studio. Let me just tell you the truth here. I've never been into I've never stepped a foot in a studio. I've never held a mic in a booth. I've never done any of that. And 100% of all my music was done from my bedroom, sending my vocals onto beats of people strangers who send me on Telegram. That's how I met 90% of the people that I know in the music industry right now. They I just texted them randomly, they texted me back, we met on groups, and we continued just like that. And I think it kind of helps you also build up your own career, build up on your passion, and just fixes you up and builds your personality in such way, I guess.
Okay, but all mentioned, does it still avoid the fact that social media is still a bad platform? Here are four things basically that the world knows: harmless spammers, the annoying ones, not really harmful, but they spam, it's pretty irritating. Cyberbullying, there's identity theft, and there are hackers. So these four things still exist on the social media platform. So does stranger danger still apply?
It kind of applies. Again, it applies to you up to a certain level. If you guys notice, it's there is that when you go to the internet, there's a stages for you. It's you start to age. When you first use the internet, you're vulnerable. You believe everything that you see. Just click here for $300 or anything like that, and you just click it, and it's just, oh, I got hacked, or oh, I'm gonna get scams and everything for the rest of my life until I change my phone or anything. And you kind of mature as these things kind of you hear about them or it happens to you. It's kind of you mature on the internet as you mature in real life. But yeah, also I wanted to add on that identity theft thing, catfishing as well. Yes. Okay. I have a funny story to this. Okay, hear me out. Okay. So basically, once I was talking to a person, yeah, and I was like nervous. I just started using the internet. I was just like, how old I was? I was like 12 or something.
Right.
Yeah, and they were like talking, oh cool, and I was just like, wow, they're like talking about some cool stuff, and I was just like, how old are you? 19. How old are you? And I was just like, oh great, how old are you? I'm 17. And the next thing that I know is like a couple of years later, one of them wanted to meet up, and he's like, all right, when you finish matric, hit me up. And I was like, what matric? And I was just like, oh, you. A few years ago, you told me that you were a year ago, you told me that you were 17. You're taking matrix, and I was just like, oh damn, I'm still playing the character. Yeah. So I was like the most awkward 10 minutes of my life just went. So you see, I was a shy kid, and I had to improvise, and it was just like a very awkward 10 minutes of my life. So I just wanted to add that this isn't just like the most unharmful level for what we call catfishing, but I think there are levels for it.
True. Yeah. So, I guess we can't exactly summarize as social media as good or bad, but depending on how you're gonna use it, or what exactly you use it for. For example, as you said, for your music industry, well, to get producers, or for me to get rappers, or K to something.
What do you do?
What do you do? Social media.
Follow people.
To follow people, apparently.
Okay.
To follow people, right? No.
Shut up, bro.
To follow people, well, depending on how you use it, social media can be, termed as good or bad, but it doesn't stray away from the fact that we should still be careful as to who we're trusting and what we're trusting them with. For example, you could be talking about your issues to a random guy, and he could be nice and talking, he could give you all the stuff you need, and then out of nowhere he might ask, so what's your address? I want to talk to you. That's exactly the point where you stop. Red flag, exactly. Exactly, that's the point where you stop. So basically just watch out, and let God do the rest.
Yeah, and just take care of people who you're talking to. Exactly, bro.
Exactly. And this has been it for episode 2. It's your boy Sasuke, K, and Lancelon. We're out.
Yeah. All right. Peace out, everybody.